Om Bhurбhuvah-svah Tatsavitur-varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo nah prachodayantam. Salam everyone, we continue our conversations, memories about our beloved Swami, Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Well, I was fortunate enough to be his translator for the Russian-speaking groups back in the 90s, and most of my memories based on personal experience. Of course, in some of my video, I invite you to think about philosophy of our beloved Swami, but sometimes, and in this video as well, we just think about some stories and actual events. Well, there are so many wonderful gurus both in India and in the West, but mostly gurus, they are able to work with a few dozens and sometimes with a few thousands of people. But Sri Sathya Sai was able to communicate and be spiritual guide for tens of millions of devotees. And you know, one of the greatest miracle in his life for me, that was ability personally to communicate with all that millions of people. 2011, Sathya Sai left his physical body, and now quite many people enjoy memories about that sweet time when he was in his physical body. And it's wonderful that millions of people are able to remember quite personal connection with him. Of course, our beloved Swami was the divine incarnation of our age, and that's the reason why his power, his energy was tremendous. And also a very important, let's say, miracle was that his vibrations was able and is able, possible even now, to experience actually 30, 40 or sometimes 50 kilometers around Puttaparthi. I remember when I came to Puttaparthi for the first, second, third time, that was beginning of 90s. You know, when you travel by car or by bus from Bangalore to Puttaparthi, it's like 50 or 40 kilometers before Puttaparthi. Almost everyone was able to experience special vibration. That was feeling that you are penetrating, entering into the special zone, which is absolutely divine. And even now we're able to experience the same. Okay, what is the difference between Sathya Sai publicly and in his interview room? Because I was quite often translating for the Russian-speaking groups, so I have my personal experience of how he was actually behind the closed door. You know, for some devotees, our beloved Swami was just God in the form of universal king. Okay, for somebody he was the best friend, of course very unusual best friend. For somebody, he was guru, teacher, who was like the source of, and who is the source of spiritual instructions. For somebody, he was the Divine Father or the Divine Mother. So the connection between different devotees and Sathya Sai was very much personal. That's the reason why everyone remembers him and able to describe in a very different ways. To say that he was and he is God, it's slightly just general description. But personally, for different people, he was father, mother, friend, divine master, guru. So different approaches. And according to people's approach to him, he was, though, behaving. I mean, his point was that, you choose what is the best connection for you. Suppose if for you, the best way, according to your heart wish, to see in him Heavenly Father. So he will play exactly this role. If you feel like to see in him Guru, with all that spiritual instructions, he immediately will be exactly like that. So, the interesting thing is that connection with Sathya Sai, connection with God, is not his choice. That's actually your choice, based on intuition. And the proper way to choose a type of connection, of course, that's with the help of intuition. Better not to turn on and use logic and mind in such a situation. And one more very interesting message from our beloved Swami, and especially it was possible to grasp it during interview time, while we communicated, spoke with him in his private room. Oneness between spirituality and social life, or interconnection, if you wish, between spirituality and social life. So spirit and matter, essentially in oneness. Well, quite many spiritual leaders, Hindu, Buddhist, Christian, New Age, they quite often they claim that spirituality is something different from social and material life. If you wish to meditate, you have so-called, to be free from social, human connection, situations, set of goals. It's like if you put certain, if you set, let's say, few goals, but they are purely so-called spiritual, meditation, enlightenment, that's good, people say. And if you family person and you wish to take care about your children, just generally speaking, family, parents as well, elder generations. If you have a job and certain plans to develop your project or business, if you want to increase your income, for example. So sometimes people say, no, that's not spiritual. But at the same time, our beloved Swami message was clear about oneness. And let me repeat and emphasize that if you take his divine discourses of any kind, maybe they carry more general message from Vedic scriptures, from Bible, by the way, as well, or just a general spiritual message. But when we mixed with him during interview time in his private room, then he was clarified for us this oneness. Yes, major goals must be about your spiritual transformation. That's about meditation, that's about your self-inquiry. But it must be in balance with your human existence. Okay, you have to take care, and your physical body must be healthy. For that you have to take healthy food, nutrition, and do some exercises. Family responsibilities, that's not an illusion. I mean, that's also part of divine process of the soul. All communication, all responsibilities, your parents, your children, your spouse, like everything connected with the family. And even ability to properly relate with energy of money or financial energy, that's also part of the big picture of your life. And everything must be in balance. And actually, you can serve to the society or to the community, to your country, serve much better if you know how to work with the social conditions. Of course, your work in the society must be based on truth, and only on truth. That's very, very important. And again, by the way, it's much easier sometimes to meditate than go and kind of dive into the social life and remain human being with compassion, with truthfulness. Yeah, it's not so easy sometimes. But if you're able to manage your life in such a way, according to the standards of our beloved Swami, then you can help others, serve to the society, to the community in a much better way. Sai Ram. See you next time.
Om Bhurбhuvassuham Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayantam